Alright everyone, welcome back for another great video on Legend of Mushroom. I said great because today I have some big news for you guys. Tomorrow we are gonna have an insane update bringing many changes to the game. A lot of balance and classes and skills that we were all waiting for. Some are great, some others are... I don't know if they are gonna work, but we are gonna talk about that in this video. We are also gonna have the new collaboration with the Rabbids and some new Avians. Unfortunately, I don't have any screenshots, so I'm just gonna put some text on the video, so it's gonna be more readable and easier to understand. So let's start with the first point. Let's talk quickly about the collaboration. Legend of Mushroom cross the Rabbids. The collaboration will start on March 7th and will end on the 27th of March. You will have some daily rewards to claim and apparently one new Avian. I don't know if we are gonna have only one, and there is no description about the skill, the skill given by the Avian, so I don't know what is gonna do the Avian. It's probably gonna be a Rabbids, of course, or maybe 1, 2, or 3 different Rabbids, one for each rarity, I suppose, as they had on the C server with the Digimon collaboration. They had multiple rarities, so we will have to wait in 2 days to see the Avian. Maybe it's gonna be added to the game tomorrow, but we will have that after the 7th of March. We are gonna have a series of events for the collaboration apparently, and we will have a new pack to buy in the shop, I suppose, to get a new appearance for the magic lamp. And a new pal, apparently. One more time, I don't have the detail about the new pal, so we will have to wait 3 days and we will have the detail after that. So that's all I had, unfortunately, about the collaboration. For the players who missed that, we already have something with the collaboration. Yes, we have that event. This is a global event in which we can acquire 1 belly lamp for free. This is a new parking decoration that we can buy here through the shop 30 times. So maybe don't buy the last copy here. If we can get it during the week, you don't need to buy the extra copy here. This is a decoration here giving 10% parking coins. So this is a very good one if you want to progress faster. A Collab Easter egg. Lamp thieves vanished overnight. Now a kidnapper rabbit takes their place and brings chaos to the castle Aladdin. Watch how it uses carrots for the magic lamp tap plan. The Collab parking decoration, Origin of Divinity and Crazy Anniversary, hit the shelves in the Parking Wars shop. And it's gonna start, of course, with its collaboration for the first anniversary of the game after March 7th until March 27th. So that's all I had about the collaboration. Now let's talk about a new dungeon. We will have the Pantheon trial, the dungeon beta. I don't know exactly how is it gonna work, but maybe it's gonna be something like the Snowland Crisis. In each challenge, you can choose to start from a midway point determined by your last stop in the previous challenge. The first challenge is from level 1 by default. So in the Snowland Crisis at the moment, we have multiple entries and we can select the difficulty. So here, maybe it's gonna be equivalent in terms of difficulty selection and stuff like that. I don't know yet. So let's continue reading that. Challenge and defeat enemies in your way. Complete each challenge to enter the next level, or you will lose 1 trial heart. You have some hearts, maybe 3, and every time you are losing a heart. And when you don't have any hearts remaining, then you are losing the trial. Use encounter scrolls to start an encounter, which comes in 4 event types. You can use various buffs and items in encounters. So maybe you will have multiple tiles. I don't know how they want to make that, but maybe multiple tiles, and depending on the way you select, maybe you can have different buffs to increase the efficiency of your character and progress easier in the dungeon. Maybe it's gonna be something like that, maybe I'm wrong, but since we have no screenshot at all and no more detail, I don't exactly know. So complete a trial to get your Warbringer Hall rating. The Warbringer Hall ends every Sunday, granting rewards based on your ranking. So you will have an individual ranking based on your score you have in the dungeon, and more rewards based on your ranking. So maybe we are gonna have something like in the Magic Theater, depending on the personal ranking. You have the rewards here at the top. So for the top players, you can get some Scarada passes and other stuff like that, and some medals. If it is in the family, maybe we will acquire some more. I don't know yet. Maybe it's just gonna be a regular dungeon in here and we won't have any medal. I don't know, the rewards are not written yet. Completed trials grant secretary essence that can be used to upgrade each secretary blessing talents and increase in trial incomes or power and some global attributes. Secretary blessing cannot be upgraded during the trials. So maybe of course it's gonna bring something new to the game, so maybe more customization for your character. I don't know yet if we are gonna have some more rewards alongside the secretary essence. And a new attribute type, the trial attribute bonus, only effective in the Pantheon trial, so this is in the dungeon only, multiplied with final attributes. So maybe at the start of the dungeon, we are not going to be very efficient, and over farming the dungeon, we are going to have more stats for the dungeon, and we are going to become more efficient. So these were all the details I had about this event. So I can't wait to have that, but it's going to start tomorrow, guys, so... Not tomorrow, it's gonna start next week. It's gonna be added tomorrow, but it's an event starting from Monday and ending on Sunday. Enhance the lamp. Change the upper right button in the magic lamp level preview to enhance lamp with 3 new advanced gear attribute filter slots. Oh, this is the thing that I showed on the C server of the game. They have that at the moment. The slots each unlock at magic lamp level 12, 20 and 26. So just more filters to the lamps. And we will have that if we click here, I suppose. In the upper right corner, we have an extra tab. I suppose that this is what we will have. We will have a limited star hero pool. Between the 7th of March and the 29th, the pool is limited to its exclusive draw items. Draw tickets and star hero tokens from the regular pool cannot be used. So we will have exclusive cards to buy during that event to get exclusive rewards in the hero card section. I don't know the price yet. Maybe it's gonna be expensive. I hope that it's not gonna be the price of an artifact or stuff like that. I hope that it's gonna be accessible and that for once we will have more chance to obtain things for free. One more time, we will know about that not tomorrow but in 3 days during the event in March. And there is a chance to get the limited star hero as well as regular ones and trading materials from the pool. Raised the highest main chapter level and added new levels, Occult, Limitless and Recoding. So I didn't even know that we had a limitation on the campaign and now they added some more. It means that maybe on the Chinese server someone reached the max level possible in campaign. I don't know about that because on my previous live stream I showed the strongest account ever, 250 million power, and he wasn't done with the campaign yet. So I don't know the strength of enemies in Occult, Limitless and Recoding in campaign. Then some optimizations. Changed lamp thieves in the previous dungeons to units that can launch basic attacks. Optimized the back accessory preview. The back accessory preview dungeon can now be viewed on the draw page. And added amount to preview dungeon. I don't know what it means, to be honest. So let me know if you understood that in the comment below. Family comments. Added a translate feature to family comments. Why not? Don't worry, you have way more good things after that. Avian management. Added a filter system to Avian management. You can filter avians based on deployment status, type, affix, quality, and order. Here, you can't find them very fast, and all the time you want to find the good ones with the right affixes when you want to breed, and when you have a ton, it's getting really tedious to do that, so I hope that it's gonna help a lot to find the right avians, the avians you want. Soul Trial. Increased the soul trial levels to 1000 and adjusted the boss difficulty from level 500 to level 700. So maybe between 500 and 700 the boss difficulty is gonna be a bit easier, so we will have a bit more souls and stuff like that. They want us to progress faster, I suppose. I don't know about that, I'm not sure, you know. But apparently now the maximum level in the soul trial is 1000 after the update of tomorrow. Wedding anniversary. Increase the wedding bond anniversary to the 10th anniversary. I guess that you have one anniversary every month, so if you stay 10 months with the same partner, you will have some more wedding and bond. So yeah, I don't know if it is gonna be useful, to be honest, but whatever. Then some bug fixes. Fixed an issue where the damage dealt across the abyssal portal would sometimes be different from the final damage shown. Fixed an issue where the character would appear without a mount during mount upgrade. Fixed a display issue with a Snowland Crisis when accessed via the Parking Wars menu. fixed an issue where the Pumpkin Witch's skill would be incorrectly triggered by Warbringers for Pathive. I didn't know there was a glitch with the Warbringer and the Pumpkin Witch though. Was it broken? Do you know about it? Let me know in the comment. And now, we are talking about the great things, guys. The class balance adjustments and the skill adjustments. Okay, so let's start with the first one. Active skill adjustments. The 100 slashes. The attack bonus from skills is now limited between 10% and 40%. I don't know what was the limitation before, but maybe it was very efficient because with our progression we had way more HP and it was scaling the attack on our HP. So the more we have, the strongest the effects of the skill. So maybe we are gonna have less damage now. I don't know yet. We will have to try that. Maybe it's gonna be very bad. We will see that. The world listener is getting better, guys. Before, every 1% crit rate boost 3% crit damage. Now it's gonna increase 5% crit damage instead of 3. So Play Monarchs are gonna become more efficient as well. The Slime Bomb. Pile damage from 30% to final pile damage plus 20%. So normally they should release more damage, I suppose, or maybe this is the equivalent, I don't know. Or maybe it's gonna scale with other things and provide more damage, and this is why the coefficient is lower. But final damage are generally better than the normal damage. The pile damage and final pile damage boost have the same... Okay, it's written just after. They have the same effects, apparently. This is just description adjustments only. So Meteor Fall, skill damage from 30% to final skill damage plus 20%. So apparently this is gonna be exactly the same as before, one more time. Adjusted the damage algorithm from boosting base skill damage to final skill damage. So I don't know if we are gonna have the same damage with the skills as before. That would be great if it becomes stronger than before, so finally the Prophets and the Dark Lord could deal some damage. The Coin Bomb, basic attack damage boost, and now it's final basic attack damage boost. The boosts have the same effects, description adjustments only. The Windborn Row completely changed, and normally it should release way more damage than before according to the description. Deal 4663% damage and an extra 10% of current combo damage with each character basic attack, and it can crit. Just by reading that, I feel like that skill is gonna be very efficient after the update. But maybe I'm wrong, I will have to try that. Each combo deals an extra 10% of current basic attack damage, which can crit too, lasting for 5 seconds. That skill looks way better than the previous one. Can't wait to try that tomorrow. And now we jump on the class skill adjustments after the awakening. So they did something to the Dark Lord, reworked the passive number 5. You know, I'm just gonna go quickly here on the classes so we can check that directly. So let's grab the Dark Lord. This is the passive number 5. At the moment, the next basic attack deals an additional 100% damage after using an active skill. Let's be honest, I don't feel like it was releasing a lot of damage. So, the change is the following. Skill damage scales with HP loss. For every 10% HP lost, skill damage plus 3%. It can be cool with one specific Spore Relic. Maybe finally we will be able to have way more skill damage directly at the start of the fight and pre-blitz everyone with crazy damage. Let me just talk about that quickly. If we go here in the Spore Relics, if we equip this one and upgrade it to the maximum, then we will lose way more HP, right? Directly at the start of the fight. In fact, it's gonna consider that we have like 50% HP instead of 100, and so we will have 5 times the effect provided by that. And so maybe imagine 5 times multiplied by 3, we will have a 15% more skill damage directly at the start of the fight. Normally it should be a bit efficient, better than previously, right? So that was all about the Dark Lord. Now let's go on the Warbringer. Active skill adjustments. Reduce attack speed of targets within the range by 30%. It's not written that it changed. So there is a wrong description at the moment on the class. If I go on the Warbringer, you will see that it's written here, increase the attack speed for those within the range by 30%. So I thought it was increasing the attack speed of the targets, so we would have more counters during that effect, but in fact, I was wrong. It was reducing the attack speed. I don't know, it's not written as a change. The change is, instead of gaining 50% defense, you will gain 0.15 defense for every 1 attack owned and 0.75 attack for every 1 defense. So if you want to max out your damage with that class after the update, you need probably to increase both your attack and your defense to increase your damage. Remember that this class has that passive giving to him 30% more defense, so it's gonna scale with your max defense. This is gonna be very nice in my opinion. The more the defense, the more the attack, the more the damage after the update, so the class might become interesting in PvP. And this is not the only change with the Warbringer. On the passive number 4, reflect 60% of current basic attack damage when hit. That was before. Now it's gonna reflect 20% of current AoE counter damage, and it can crit. So imagine the damage you will be able to release with that class in PvP after the update of tomorrow. I can't wait to change my class and try this one. This is gonna be a very good one in my opinion. And then let's talk about something that I don't really understand. Another class, the Beast Master. Active skill, yeah, I'm saying that because I feel like this is a nerf. But I'm probably wrong because they are going to enhance other things, so let's talk about that. Active skill, reduce pile damage resistance of targets within the range by 40% before to 20% after the update. I don't understand. Passive number 5, adjustments. Every 10% HP lost grants not 4% as before, but 3% pile damage. Another nerf? Passive number 3, increase the pile-based crit damage by an additional 20%. So it's a 20% more pile crit damage, and before it was something different. It was giving to you pile crit rate instead of pile crit damage. So I don't know what to think about that. So then they decided to change to balance the Supreme Spirit, the passive for adjustments. I'm just gonna give you the details. So it depends on the piles you equipped, but we will be able, in function of the piles, if we have a cat, cactus, octopus, or a gingerbread equipped on your character, we will have like 10% more attack at the start of the fight, or we can get 10% more pile attack speed if we have a chicken, bird, spectre, banana, sprite, or 6% regen if we have a panda, floral panda, deer, turtle, fox, or puppy fervor, or 20% defense if we have a sprite, a snail, dog, toothpaste, or a sprite fox, or 10% pile crits if we have an eggplant, a dragon lizard, moonhair, or mecha dragon, or 20% pile ignore evasion if we have none of the above of the previous piles I talked about. And they adjusted the passive number 5 as well. When we have 2 or more dragon, eggplant, a gingerbread man, or a mecha dragon, all piles gain 0.2% of crit damage for every 1% of the character's crit damage after the battle starts. So if we increase our own crit damage, it's gonna enhance the crit damage of our piles. So this is a good change. This is a good change for the Supreme Spirit, I suppose. Then active skill regen increases by 10% when you have 2 or more cats, spectre, fox, sprite, or sprite fox. Active skill regen increases by 15% when there are 3 or more cats, spectre, fox, sprite, or sprite fox pile deployed. They changed adorable nature. We will get 12% damage resistance if we have 2 piles deployed from the category. And it's gonna decay by 1/4 every 10 seconds. So let's just go in the game and try to see what is that. So I need to take the Supreme Spirit and I need to check the details. So where is adorable nature? 12%. So we won't have the 16% anymore, in fact. I don't get this one. And so then, with the precise echo, when there are 2 or more lizard, moonhair, or black eye deployed, all piles gain 0.4% of ignore evasion for every 1% of the character's ignore evasion. When there are 3 or more deployed, 0.6% instead, for every 1% of the character's ignore evasion. This is a new talent, by the way. We didn't have this one before. If I go here in the talents, on the Tame Beast, I suppose that this is the one. combo rate the max at 30%. Instead, we are gonna have 25%. I don't know what they are doing. We asked for a buff and they are nerfing the class? Or maybe I haven't understood yet. I just see the crit effects of the Tame Beasts. Pal crit damage from 4% to 15%. So here, the max we will have is 15% instead of 4%. So this is a pretty cool upgrade. One, at least. We had one upgrade for the Pal class. But I don't think it's gonna change everything, but maybe it will. Who knows? You have so many nerfs everywhere for that class that I don't know if just having a bit more Pal crit damage is gonna be efficient. And finally, I just see the attack speed effects of the Tame Beast from 1% to 0.005 base attack speed on level 1. This one. So they are just changing now. It's not going to be a percentage, but a flat attack. I don't know what to think about that. Maybe it's going to be more efficient. I don't know yet. Then a few changes about the relics. The effects of the Stellar statue also applies to the Ancestral Wheel. This is the one. Now it's going to enhance the duration of the Ancestral Wheel, and that's the skill for the Tame Beast. The effects of the Abyss necklace also applies to the Winged Dreams, and the effect changed. So this is the skilled Winged Dreams, and so apparently now, instead of having some more damage with that necklace, they are gonna increase the skill regen of the skills here by 30%. So we will get the cooldowns faster with Wimborne Road, Dragonic Resonance, and Crimson Woundfall, and that new skill here. So this is pretty cool. Awaken Seal. I did a switch between the skill crit damage and the power crit damage for the crit damage seal. Its level is shared between the effects. So if I go on the class Awakening, they are talking about that button here. Here when we take this one, we have skill damage, and here on the pals we have pal damage. I don't know exactly what they are planning to do, but they are changing that. Optimized the switch logic for the Awakening seals during the class switch. I don't know what they think about that. Other changes. The pal damage now changes with the character attack in battle. So the more the attack you have on your character, the more the damage will release with your pals. So it's maybe why they decided to nerf the pal class, in fact. I don't know, we will have to change, so maybe you want to have some more attack when you are using a pal class. I removed the debuffs in Parking Wars and Family Brawl that reduce pal damage, so your pal class is gonna be more efficient in the Parking Wars and the Family Brawl. I just see the PvP damage reduction ratio for each player level. I don't know exactly the efficiency it will have. I just see the damage resistance algorithm. Current basic attack, combo and counter damage dealt by skills are now affected by target's basic attack, combo and counter damage resistance, not by their skill damage resistance. I didn't even know that it was working like that before. Then about the Avians, another amazing thing, guys. Super League, all-round control, burst impact, and loss of control will have their effect enhanced. The effects of these legendary affixes should be better than before. If I can find one, come on, where are these? Rage Slash, Terminal Strike, I have known because I wasn't farming these before. Because the blue ones were always better. So maybe after the update, this is the bad part of it, we will have to change our Avians to get more power. Where are all these? I have known. I just worked on the blue ones since the beginning and the purple ones, and I have no legendary one. This is insane. I will have to review all my Avians. Oh man. And I suppose that everybody did that in the past. Look at that, I just have known. I'm pretty sure I salvaged every single one I had. So I will have to rework on that. I can't find any, guys. This is insane. Punch counter, look at that. This is so bad, so freaking bad, guys. I'm gonna cry. I will have to rework everything. So burst impact. Here, this one is gonna provide some more skill crit damage. Was it written? A burst impact is gonna have an enhanced effect. So yes, this one is probably gonna be the best one for the skill crit damage after the update. Then we will have... Oh no, this is very, very terrible, guys. I don't have any. For my combo, I will have to rework on everything. Oh, Jesus. So if I go here, we will check that directly. If I go on this one, we had like... all around control. This one is gonna provide more global counter damage after the update. So maybe it's gonna be more efficient than the others we were using before. Super League is gonna have an enhanced combo as well. So maybe we will need to focus on Super Leagues, all-around control and burst impact first. Or maybe not, because they also increase the effect of random match on standby and self-centered. So we will have some more effects, from 12.5% to 25%. So they are talking about a random match. Where is that random match? Here. Global combo 7%, that was a great source of global combo, and it was giving more than the legendary ones before, but maybe it's gonna change that time. Pretty nice, but we will have to rework the Avians, guys. This is terrible. Self-centered, same boat, and self-sacrifice are gonna be enhanced too. So this is the one for the skill crit damage. For example, they are planning to add more details to the battle guide. So this is the battle guide here. You can access it through your avatar, and you have the battle guide here. Because apparently they are planning to add a cleanse feature in the game. So you want to be able to cleanse permanent debuffs, but you will be able to cleanse most of the debuffs in game, but not the one provided by some of the mounts and back accessories, like the Divine Duck, the Web, the Chainsaw, the Virtual Connection, the ingredients for dinner, the Araka Lock, the Traveling Jellyfish Avian, the Anubis Avian, and stuff like that. They are changing a bit the effects of that pal, the Alpine Fox. Before, we were able to stun every target using the basic attack and the skill called Dazzled. After the update, it's not gonna be doable anymore. We will be able to stun, trigger that effect only with the basic attack stun. And then they changed the damage provided by the stun effects with that pal. Instead of 25%, we will have only 15%, but apparently before, these damage increase were not stacking with the damage increase coming from the smoke bomb. And after the update, the damage of that pal and the smoke bomb will stack. So normally it should be as efficient as before, I suppose. And so that's all for the update, guys. A very, very big update with many balance. This is gonna be changing a lot of things, I suppose. Let me know what you think about that in the comment below. Can't wait tomorrow to start trying things, guys. Have a really nice day, guys, and take care. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.